right, everybody, welcome to the latest episode of Pop for This. We are your hosts. I am Machi the Ring Geek,
Gil the Guillotine.
McKendy the Total Hill.
and this week we are going to be going over our Raw, NXT, and Smackdown. We're going to recap all the shows for you. Before we get to that, just want to have a quick word from our sponsor. Cookies by Clark. Founded in 2015, our passion for fitness and health led to the creation of delicious, health-conscious baked goods. We believe in keeping things simple, with limited, quality ingredients that we feel good about feeding to our own family. Specializing in cookies as well as offering brownies, we proudly provide gluten-free and vegan options for everyone to enjoy. Every purchase helps support our small family-owned business, and we truly appreciate your support. So please, visit us on Instagram at Cookies by Clark, the official cookie of the Pop for This podcast. Cookies by Clark, the best cookie in the world for the best podcast in the world. All right. So that was our sponsor, and we're just going to get things started right away with Raw. Very, very eventful week this week, guys.
Oh
By
yeah.
the way, in
Oh,
WWE,
oh.
a lot went down this week. So we started off Raw with the women's tag team match. Rhea and Io defeating the Kabuki Warriors, kind of a surprise. So they are the new tag champs. We'll see what happens with that.
Congrats, ladies.
Yeah, congratulations. Io, I always love to see Io with the gold, but we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah, with your fake ass
After that,
friendship. With
we
your
had
fake
what was
ass
that?
friendship.
That awkward ass shit. Anyway, after that, we had Gunther come out and give a promo. Then he was interrupted by AJ Styles, and they built some tension there, which I liked.
Me too.
I hope they build on this the right way because there's a lot of potential there.
Yo, AJ slapped the hell out of him.
Yeah, he really did. He really
Uh-huh.
did. It's good stuff. Next, we had the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. We had Maxine versus Becky, with Becky winning with some shenanigans, holding on to the rope. I was a little surprised. I thought Maxine would have gotten a little bit more of a run, but Becky holding that belt is never really a bad idea. Let's be honest. Um, After that, we had something I actually enjoyed, the Stephanie Vaquer angle. I don't know if you guys have seen her ankle, but that thing is gross.
Yeah.
It is. Hold on. Hold on my camera.
I don't know how she's doing that. She's really injured. So how are they
Yeah,
I don't know how,
doing that
man.
if
I
she's
don't
really
know.
injured?
I don't
Like,
know. But I've mentioned this before. I've wanted a Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel Rodriguez feud. I like the beatdown. Like I feel like the Nikki Bella of it all kind of tainted things.
Mhm.
And they've just presented Stephanie Vaquer as a pretty face who's gonna do the devil's kiss. So hopefully this is something with the severity of the beatdown, especially, this is something that she can really sink her teeth into. It's the perfect kind of feud because Raquel is not gonna win. You probably know she's not gonna win, but she's still gonna put up, a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
it
So
gives her
yeah,
something to do. Because
yeah,
I always felt like with Raquel being part of the Judgment Day, it always felt like she was like a side character. Like
kind
she
of,
was
yeah.
there, like she was there to support Roxanne or Liv or something like that. But
Yeah.
her being in this feud, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Yep.
look at you with your awkward ass stepping up.
After that, we had Lyra Valkyria versus Liv Morgan, with Liv coming up with the win, my baby, as it
But
should be. And then we had the final match of the night, CM Punk and Braun Breaker, with CM Punk winning clean. So that was our episode of Raw. What do you guys think?
bravo for CM Punk and Braun Breaker. Great match.
Yeah.
Yeah. After thinking about it, I think they made the right decision by making CM Punk win. You know, if WrestleMania is going to be around the corner, I think you need a big name tied up with the championship, and CM Punk is good for that. And CM Punk is 47 years old. This might be his last run. So I guess like extend it, make it last all the way
Yeah.
until WrestleMania. And they can always, yeah. I don't know what they're going to do with Braun Breaker now, but they can always build Braun Breaker up
Yeah, he's
from
young.
until now, until like if he wins the Royal Rumble or he wins Elimination Chamber, boom, he's
He's
back to
back
what
in.
he was before,
Yeah, he's back in business.
He's
Yeah.
back in business, But the thing is like, okay, now from the time from now until Royal Rumble, what do you do with him for these next 2 weeks? How do you explain this loss?
Yeah.
Because it's a matzo ball.
That's gonna be interesting how the dynamic in the vision now, how that's gonna
Hmm.
work. Um, because Braun, especially Braun Breaker, like he basically like threatened Paul Heyman, like motherfucker, if you don't stay with the vision, it's gonna be a problem for you.
Hmm.
Now he lost.
Yeah.
So how that's gonna affect the dynamic? Very, very interested to see. Very,
Hmm.
very interested to see
I
that.
mean,
What's gonna
I
happen
could,
with Austin Theory, how that's gonna further develop.
I
There's
could see a
it's good.
scena-
It's in a
I
good
could,
place.
I could see a scenario where Austin Vision does what Braun Breaker did to
Austin
Seth
Theory?
Rollins. Austin, what did I say? Austin Vision?
Yeah,
Austin Theory.
Austin
Yes.
Vision. I thought
Yes.
that's a new nickname for him, Gil.
I was about to
Maybe,
say, like,
maybe I'm leaning towards something here, but like that's what I was kind of
Yeah.
leaning toward, like him taking out Braun Breaker for losing, just like what Braun Breaker did to Seth.
oh,
He
okay.
lost. They lost faith in him. Maybe they start a weird dynamic. Who knows where this
Yeah,
goes.
they could build to that.
That's what I was thinking, Gil. I was thinking they start this weird dynamic. How like now Austin Theory is in there, and he's like, "Oh, you thought Braun Breaker was gonna be the leader, was gonna
Yeah.
lead us into this new generation." That nigga lost.
Yeah.
That dude lost. I'm the one, and
Back in
like,
the
him and Braun have this little rivalry. Like, who is like really the face of the vision and everything. And don't forget Logan Paul. Logan Paul is
Yep.
shady
That's
too.
true too.
So it could be a whole like people, it could be the whole dynamic of everybody just bumping heads who's gonna be the face of the vision,
And
you
he
know?
signed that long-term extension,
Uh-huh.
Logan Paul.
Uh-huh.
And remember who
Full
we're
He's
time.
talking.
not a part-timer anymore.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
full time.
full-timer. He's
Remember
full-time.
who we're talking about here too.
Logan Paul.
No, no. Remember who we're talking about with this vision. The most key person, Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman,
Yeah.
yeah.
Paul Heyman. The storytelling in Paul Heyman alone this might lead into a I don't know, maybe a weird, beautiful story like the tribal chief was.
Let's
Maybe not
see.
a 3 year thing, but like this dynamic between these four young brutes, these hungry animals. Like, how is he going to contain this?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it
Yeah.
should be really interesting.
Yeah. I like the Gunther AJ angle. I
Yeah, me
like
too.
that they're starting on that.
Me too.
Um,
I don't like
I okay.
the the bump. I don't for some reason the weird head bump thing that they do.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do it, just do it and cut it out. But the
Uh-huh.
what the stare down with the head
Uh-huh.
bump and
Uh-huh.
this, I'm like, all right, cut it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I agree. It is a little awkward.
I
It
would
is.
like I would like to see an AJ Styles versus Gunther retirement match for
Yeah.
Mm,
WrestleMania. Like
So would I.
if they
that's
do the best out of three, and no, like they're gonna have their first match on next SmackDown, right? If they have their second match at Royal Rumble, and they have their last and final third match at WrestleMania, and this match is a career match, and
Yeah.
that's how AJ Styles retires.
That would
I
be
would
great.
love that. I think that would be pretty good.
And it will be a nice bit of long-term storytelling, which WWE
Exactly.
is so obsessed about. I'm like,
Exactly.
that's a ready-made story for you that you could carry for like 3 months. People are invested in AJ Styles. People hate Gunther. Take advantage.
Yeah.
Take advantage
and now that's two top superstars. You don't have to worry about
at all.
title picture. They're doing,
Yeah.
Yep.
you
And they
And
can
that's
use
know.
and they can use the Royal Rumble. They can use the Elimination Chamber. What if Gunther eliminates AJ Styles, or vice
mhm.
versa, eliminate
Oh
AJ
yeah.
Styles eliminates Gunther, or you enter both of them in the Elimination Chamber. They don't have to win, but their interaction just
Mhm.
feuds the beef. You know?
Mhm. Yep.
Absolutely.
You could, and it works because it actually works better if they're both in the Elimination Chamber because let's say they have their match on SmackDown, then they have their match at the Rumble. You would think, okay, waiting till WrestleMania is too long for them to have their next match.
Mm,
But it's probably not the best idea for them to have the last match at Elimination Chamber. Like, why would you do that when WrestleMania is right there?
mm,
So you put them both in the chamber match. That extends it.
mm.
That extends it. And like you said, during the match, they can do things to add heat to their feud, and then you just cap it off at WrestleMania, baby.
They might both be in the Rumble if they don't give him a match at the Rumble.
They
You
could do
know?
something like that too.
Something in the Rumble.
AJ eliminates him, he eliminates AJ. They
Yeah,
could,
something.
Mm,
yeah.
yeah. They do have their options.
Like, yeah, AJ eliminates him, and then Gunther eliminates AJ, and they're having a brawl in the fucking middle of the arena while
Yeah.
the Rumble's happening. It's a whole other thing. Yeah.
You know what? What Raw didn't have, and I'm thinking about it now. At least I don't remember it. They didn't have a Judgment Day backstage segment, did they?
Oh yeah. Wait,
I don't think they did.
no.
I don't think they did.
But Judgment Day was definitely part of Raw. They
Oh yeah,
had
yeah,
two
no.
match. They had
Yeah,
two match.
they
They
always are,
well,
bro. They
Was it
yeah.
always
one?
are.
Was it one
The
match?
Liv Morgan. They had the Liv Morgan match.
hmm
And they had Raquel beating up
Stephanie
They're
Vaquer.
definitely
Stephanie
there.
Becker.
Yeah. Oh, they definitely made their presence felt.
Hmm.
It's just I just realized like I usually remember that. Like
Yeah.
that's something that's kind of a staple of Raw in a lot of ways.
Right now, it's only
Um,
the females that's represented in the Judgment Day because
yeah,
JD is hurt,
is hurt. Yeah.
Dominic is hurt, and Finn is all by his lonesome right now.
Yep.
You know.
Well, hopefully they'll figure something out there. But anyway, so that was Raw. You guys got anything else
Please
before we
like and
move on to?
subscribe. Tell us what do you think of Raw. Tell us what do you think of our opinions of Raw.
Tell us how you feel.
I
Yeah,
think it was coincidentally. I think it was a solid episode of Raw.
yeah.
They 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 actually accomplished a lot. So
Shall we move on to NXT,
yes, we shall.
the Junior League?
So NXT had their New Year's Evil special this week, and it was actually a pretty jam-packed episode. A lot of stuff happened. Starting off, we had Ricky Saints coming out and giving a promo, explaining everything that happened, which was good
Right.
because Ricky he needed to be fresh. He needed a change, and him as a face just was not working.
Yeah, to me, I'm sorry. He does not look like a wrestler to me.
I
That guy.
I've never, even when he was in AEW, I wasn't a big fan of his, but he's like Cody's boy.
Really?
Oh yeah, you kidding me? I mean, I'll give it to him on the mic. He's great. He is, and he's a really good wrestler. He just doesn't. It just doesn't click for me. It just doesn't. Yeah. So next we had Tatum Paxley versus Izzy Dame. Continuation of that feud, which has actually been pretty good. Tatum Paxley won with the Cemetery Drive, which is a really cool finisher. It's one of most people in wrestling, they have a finisher that you've seen, or it's some kind of variation. Hers is really, really unique, really unique. I like
Where
that.
did these where did these female wrestlers get their names? Tatum Paxley.
I don't know.
Porn.
Yeah, it does. It really does sound like a porn name. It really does.
They do sound similar together.
Can't tell me it's not.
Alexa Bliss, come on.
Yes, yes. That's definitely
Lola
true.
Vice, come
Lola
on.
Mhm,
Vice.
Come
mhm.
on. Nikita Lyons, come
Yeah,
on.
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Come on. Next we had JC Jane versus Kendall Gray for the NXT title, with JC Jane winning via shenanigans. JC Jane is awesome.
Yeah.
She's great. She's a great heel. She's awesome. They want to bring her up to the main roster. I don't think she's gonna do well on the main roster. Not because she's not good, but I don't think they would know how to book her kind of character. But she's really good.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she won, and she beat Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray's a really good wrestler too. Keep keep that name in your head, Kendall Gray. Next up, we had Thea Hale's open challenge after the complete screw up with that finish with Blake Monroe. I like whenever she has the open challenge, like all the girls from
I love that. I
the
love that.
they
Why
come
don't they
out.
do that? Yeah,
No.
why don't they do that more often? Because there's
Like,
always one person. Like, come
yeah.
on. It's an
Um,
open challenge. Like, why don't they ever have more than one person come out?
yeah.
Yeah. I was
So it was good. And what I liked the heel tactics because while that was happening, Izzy Dane came and she challenged for the title, and then she won, which I was very surprised by. Izzy Dane defeating Thea Hale. Uh, hmm. After that, we had Ethan Page giving giving a promo. Mad people came out. Tavion Heights came out. Shiloh Hill came out. Stacks came out. Mad people came out to challenge Ethan, and then they ended up in a whole scrum. It was just a whole bunch of nothing just to get everybody in the ring at the same time, basically. And then one of my highlights of the week, Oba Femi and Leon Slater, dope match.
Mm.
And the finish, thank you, WWE. Thank you. Thank you for doing this the right way. Oba Femi leaving as champion, leaving his belt in the middle of the ring is perfect. His perfect storytelling is perfect. You gotta like his whole run in NXT, like you put that shit in a capsule is perfect. Like Oscar's run. Perfect. Like,
Perfect.
yeah, it was great.
Perfect.
So that was NXT. Yeah, I think we can all agree that that thing with Oba Femi is that's one of those things that we have no idea how big that actually could be. If Oba Femi's like the next Roman Reigns or something, like what happened at New Year's Evil, that's huge, man.
Yep.
I love Oba.
I love Oba.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm a
Oba's
huge
the next
fan.
top guy. Oba's the next top guy. Like I said it before, people are always talking about Braun Breaker, Javon Evans, and everything. Yo, I
Watch
think I
Oba.
see Oba surpassing both of them,
Absolutely.
surpassing everybody. I don't. No one's gonna be bigger than Oba.
Yeah. Like he's just like he's I'm trying to think the last time like when someone had
The
the
it.
themes, had the entrance, had the charisma, could talk, had the look, can
Mhm.
wrestle. And he wrestles different styles. Like his match against Moose was a completely different match, excuse me, from his match against Jasper Troy, which was totally different from his match against Javon. Even his match against Javon was different from his match against Leon Slater. Like Oba's awesome.
Yeah.
Oba's awesome.
Like that little quick bout that he had with Cody, the little
Hell
the
yeah.
interference,
It was
yo,
great.
that was gonna be the match of the night
I'm
for
so
that
excited.
5 or 10 minutes that they fought. That was amazing.
You could
That
see
was
it.
amazing.
You could see it, man.
But we were so upset.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. But anyway, so yeah, that was NXT. I don't know if you guys have anything else you want to add to that.
Nope.
The
No?
ruler, the conqueror, the bringer of war.
The bringer of war. Like that whole thing.
Paprika.
Mhm,
The ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war. Fire. That's so
mhm.
makes me
He
wish I was a wrestler.
he
Having two
watched,
AKAs.
my man watched Black Panther and he came up with a whole gimmick after that.
So SmackDown this week. Um, we open with ridiculous Trick Williams and his 19 AKAs and his
Poom
white
poom
shorts,
shorts. His poom poom
his white
shorts.
Boom, boom.
bicep armbands, bracelets, glistening, talking all kinds of trash with Randy Orton. Then they went into a match with Ray Phoenix and Trick Williams, which Trick Williams won.
Yo,
By shenanigans, of course, because he is a cheetah.
Ray Phoenix is a stunt double for Tom Holland because the moves that this brother
Yeah,
be doing, he almost fell off the top rope, hopped onto the second rope, and jumped back on the
off
top
the
rope
top rope.
again and did a flip. Yo,
Yeah,
Life.
he's nice.
he's awesome. They paused the match because everybody started clapping like, yo.
Yeah. That's that's a whole different level of
Hmm.
athleticism. Like that's sometimes I watch these things and I'm like, how does your body respond in time? I'd crack my skull open. You kidding me? It's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, moving on. Next, we had Julia versus Alexa Bliss, with Alexa putting over Julia. Granted, there was some shenanigans, but a win is a win is a win. And Alexa
Hmm.
Bliss is a five-time world champion.
Hmm.
Big
Julia
win.
is now a two-time U.S. champion.
Big win.
Um, just do the right thing. It's very easy. You put her on TV regularly, defend the title a couple of times a month, and that's it.
That's it.
Let her wrestling and her gimmick speak for itself because the whole thing is that Julia is a freaking badass. And she is. She beats girls up. So yeah, the belt is back on her, which I thought was a good move. After that, we had the MFTs versus the Wyatt Six, which I don't think any of us is fond of.
No, I think we.
The MFTs defeated the Wyatt Six and then stole the lantern because, this is the 90s
Yeah.
and that's how we steal people's power now. This whole thing is just unfortunately fell really, really flat.
Yeah.
And both groups for me feels too big. Both groups has like
No,
5 members.
they don't all got to fight.
Like, why does your faction have to be that big? Like, I think it's it feels like it's too many factions with these two factions. Like, like they're
Like AEW.
unnecessary. They're unnecessary. The Emma team shouldn't even be.
Like, let's be real. Tongaloa, Tamatanga, Talatong, like, no one really cares about them. They don't.
You
But they
know,
gotta put them in a faction because then we got 10 Samoans just running around in
Walking
singles wrestling.
around, just
What are
walking
you gonna do
around.
with them? You
You
gotta
got
come up
all
with a
these
storyline for
Samoans
all
just
of them.
walking around.
You're not gonna do that.
God,
You can't
that's
even do that for your regular wrestlers.
so
All these,
ridiculous.
you got all these Samoans just
He's just
walking
running around.
around.
That's hilarious. Like all
You go to
discuss with Triple H.
WWE
Listen, what are
headquarters.
we gonna do about these Samoans? They're just
Like,
hanging out. They're eating all the catering.
Yeah. You go to WWE headquarters, there's just Samoans just
everywhere.
everywhere.
Like, yo,
The one person,
heading butting people. Like, seriously.
one person that might have a shot. There's two. I mean, everyone loves. I like Solo by
Yeah,
himself.
solo. Yeah,
Solo can
solo.
But the
Solo
one
can
Definitely.
get
other
by.
person that might have a shot is the giant Samoan.
Kala.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just has the look, and he's a giant.
That's
Like,
why.
yeah.
That's why.
But other than that,
Yeah.
get the guys out of here.
And then the announcers are like, "Oh, Eric Rowan and Talatanga in a face-off that fans have been dying to see." Who?
Ooh,
Ooh,
Who?
tell
ooh.
me who.
I
I
just
thought
I just I
CM
just
Punk.
remembered they were tag champs last week. The
I,
Wyatt Six.
I still need to a reminder of what those titles look like.
Wait, are they tag champs or are the MFTs tag champs now?
It wasn't a
The
title match, apparently.
the two members from the Wide Six are the tag champs.
Still, okay. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was a four-person tag, a four-person match. So yeah.
Yo, split them up.
Yeah.
Like split the Tangaloa and what's the one? Tanga Leo or whatever his name is.
Tongaloa, Talatanga,
Yo,
and
whatever.
Tamatanga.
Enough with
Tell
these guys. Let's move.
tell Lionel and Panthro that that they can
I
that
know
they
the
can
Panther that they can.
they could be a tag team
You go.
because we need solid tag teams, male tag teams. They could be a tag team, and that big dude can go to TNA or he can go to NXT or whatever.
Yeah.
He can go to NXT because God knows with all these call ups, they need people.
Yeah. NXT is going to have a NXT, and it's going to be interesting to see, just as a side note, with all of these top people coming up, and JCJ is going to
Mm.
come up soon too. So Ruka, I think, is going to come up. Zari, I think, is going to come up. There's going to be a lot of people coming up. That's a big, Javon and Oba and Trick. That's really big. That's really big. That's not unlike taking
That's
CM
like the
Punk.
big three.
Yeah, that's like taking
That's
CM
the
Punk,
big
Cody
three.
Rhodes, and Seth Rollins out of WWE. That's
That's the
what those
big
guys are
three.
to NXT.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what they do to replace those guys, it's gonna be interesting to see. Anyway, moving on. Next, we had Alba Fire versus Jordan Grace in a basically a squash match, which Jordan Grace won, which she had to win. It was her debut match. I know it looks like they're gonna do something with her and Jade. I hope they don't, but
Jada came out and gave that promo.
said that yeah,
Yeah.
I'm that bit. Like, all right.
I hate that. I hate that.
I don't even want to talk about her.
And
I wouldn't
for
mind
what
looking at her though. I
for
don't mind
whatever
looking at her.
reason, when she says it, it doesn't hit for me.
Mm-mm.
It does not hit for me. I'm that bitch.
That shit is mad ghetto.
Yeah.
That is mad
It just
ghetto.
makes me want to make that face at her.
Mad ghetto.
What's your gimmick? You're a ripped hood booger. All right.
Whatever.
Got it.
Mad ghetto.
You're
Shut
a
up
decent
and
hood
take this
booger.
manager,
Cool.
aka my dick.
Yeah. And we had an interesting backstage segment. We had a little run-in with Carmelo Anthony.
Wow.
Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Anthony's gonna wrestle Ilya Dragunov. Gonna beat the
Hilarious.
But
What
he's
a
gonna beat the
3-point
shit out of him.
competition.
But yeah, we had Carmelo Hayes running into Ilya. Ilya asking about the open challenge, how long it's gonna be going. And Carmelo saying, yeah, let's do it again. I liked how Ilya said, oh, I gotta speak to Nick Aldis because I'm, about something
Yeah,
big.
something big.
And I know we had alluded to it. I really would love Ilya and Drew McIntyre to get into.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
For Royal Rumble, that would be a awesome match.
I was just thinking about it. I wouldn't be surprised if Ilya goes after. Oh, he can't because Dom's on Raw, right, with the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
Okay.
He technically could,
but
yeah.
But I think Drew would be a better match.
Yeah.
I
was thinking that. But yeah, go on.
But yeah,
Dragunov will beat the crap out of Dom.
Yeah, he'll beat the shit out of Dom.
That don't mean he'll win. Lie, steat, and chill, baby. That don't mean he'll win.
Yo.
I don't know, man. I don't know if Dominic would physically be able to cheat. Like, I think he would fuck him up so bad. Dom wouldn't even be able to.
Like,
Dom is trying to get the nuts out of his tights. He can't even move his arm. Like, he'll be so fucked up.
Dragunov will knock his head clean off his shoulders. Yo. The strikes that dude gives, like, oh my God.
Yo, bro, what about the Torpedo Moscow? He just throws himself at you. He just runs across the ring and just throws himself at you.
Dom is not built like that. Dom is not built like that.
You imagine Dom taking one of those shots?
Yo, son. Dom is not built like that.
You see mad air come out of Dom's. It's not even winter. And you still see all the air.
Yo, he would explode into a pink mist. Like, seriously.
All right. So moving on, we had
imagine as he's exploding here. Lucha. Lucha.
And then the mist forms like a face of Eddie Guerrero.
Oh my God.
like Mufasa in The Lion King when he saw him in the clouds. Be some shit like that.
No.
Tears.
All right. Anyway, so moving on. After that little interaction we had, in any other week, this would probably be the match of the week, but we had a couple of bangers this week for the world titles. But Carmelo Hayes versus Shinsuke with Melo going over. Amazing match.
Good match. Good use of Shinsuke.
Yep. Great use of Shinsuke. He got time to do his thing. It was really, really well done. I liked it. And yeah, after that, the big bad Mama Jamma, the highlight of 2026, undoubtedly. Big moment for me, big moment for you, big moment for you, big moment for the podcast. 3 stages of hell, Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. First stage, wrestling match. Second stage, Falls Count Anywhere. Third stage, Steel Cage. And finally, boys, Drew McIntyre wins the Undisputed Championship. After Jacob Fatu runs in, starts beating the shit out of Drew, and Cody, like a short bus kid, decided, hey, what are you doing? I'm gonna
That's not fair.
That's not fair. You idiot. Get out! He's
Mora
he's attacking the man you're fighting, bro. Get
on
out of
way
the
on the
Crazy
other
man.
side.
get
Way
out.
on the other side.
You know, I bet you if you went over to Jacob and was like, excuse me, can I just get by? I just wanna
He
he
would have
would
let
have
you
he
pass.
would
Let
have
you
like,
He
all
would
out.
right,
have
bet.
let you pass.
He
He
would
would have
let you
moved
pass.
Drew, started beating his ass in the corner, and he would have let Cody walk right out. But no.
Knowing Jacob, he would have been like, "Yeah, nigga," beat his ass.
I can't agree or disagree. I can't. But anyway, so that was the show. Um, so yeah, let's get to it, boys. I mean, yeah, I
Man.
think just continuing right where we left off. Uh, it's just been such a long time coming for Drew,
Mhm. Mhm.
and I thought it was. I'm not usually big on shenanigans and stuff. This was really well done. It was
Yeah,
really well
great.
done.
That was
Mhm.
great.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah. Um, and they needed to shake things up. You know, Cody by himself was a really good champion, but storyline wise, they wasn't really doing much with him, and it was kind of getting boring.
Yeah,
Mostly because the story wasn't there, and his opponents wasn't there. With Drew, they have a lot of options that could turn. We forgot about somebody else. We forgot about Sami Zayn.
I was going to mention that
oh, it's
Sammy and Sammy in
uh,
the episode when Sammy had that interaction with who came out for Sammy? Well, what up? Where was it that
No, it was Trick. It was
came
Trick.
out for Sammy? Was that last week's?
That was last week. Yeah.
yeah,
Was Sammy in this? There was one part where Sammy said, "I never beat him." He had an interaction with someone backstage, and he was talking about Drew McIntyre. And
Oh, really?
Sammy said, "I never beat Drew McIntyre." And I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting."
yeah,
And
He's still
and
going after that title,
Sammy's a face. Drew's a
big
heel.
face. So,
Sammy winning the Royal Rumble.
mhm.
That's a move that they could pull.
That's a huge move, and you got the story right there.
But would that be? I don't know. Would that be WrestleMania worthy? Would that be WrestleMania worthy?
what
Drew
Sammy
versus
versus
Sammy?
what Drew versus Sammy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is
Mm,
absolutely WrestleMania worthy.
Sammy's
That's
gonna put on Sammy and Drew can wrestle like separately. We both love them as wrestlers. Remember what
simple.
Sammy did with that US title run, those first few matches.
mm.
Daniel Bryan.
Yep.
But I
That's
think
Daniel
if it
Bryan.
comes,
That Sami Zayn. You give Sami Zayn the spotlight. Let him wrestle. The fans will get behind this man. It will be a runaway train. Absolutely, it could work. Absolutely.
And if you start it from now, you can build it up to the point where Sammy loses the Royal Rumble. Sammy loses what else do we have before Mania? Maybe he loses the Royal Rumble, he gets
The Rumble and
eliminated,
Elimination Chamber.
and then he wins Elimination Chamber in a triumph. You know what I mean? And he picks Drew. Like you have enough time to build that, really build the story.
Yeah. Hold
um,
on a second.
yeah, and we're talking about the Drew winning, but the match itself was just amazing. They
It
were
was great.
they were all over the
It was great.
stadium. And it just further cements what I said before that Cody alone is really good. He also gives solid matches, he gives solid promos. It just says the creative was just not there
Hmm.
for him. So maybe him losing the title is a re would be a good restart. I don't know if they're ready to make him heel because the way WWE is, they love they love long storytelling, you know, so I don't know if they're ready to make him a heel yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot, a lot is gonna be happening because they announced, and it's kind of complicated. The number one contender, they're having the tournament for the number one contender.
Yeah.
For
Hmm.
the and then
Hmm.
whoever, it's 8 matches, so whoever wins those matches is gonna be four of them. Then they're gonna be in a fatal four-way at Saturday night's main event. And Sami Zayn, his qualifying match is against Ilya.
Oh,
Oh wow. Oh
That's
wow. That's gonna be a match.
interesting.
That's very interesting. But
That is interesting.
I like the fact that they have a plan.
I hope they have a
I
plan.
like the fact that they have a plan. It's better than they're doing a tournament. It's better than the old Vince McMahon plan. The old Vince McMahon plan is somebody's the champion. All you have to do is come out is insult the champion, and then you have a title match.
That's it.
Like
Yeah.
that's basically it. If you
Yeah.
want
No, I
to,
like the because the tournaments like that showcase everyone.
Yep.
That's what you need to do. That's so much
yeah,
talent.
I'm just
that show.
interested in seeing like who do they give Sammy can't lose that, right?
I also don't want Sammy to be Drew's first. Like, if you're gonna do this, Sammy needs to win.
If yeah,
That's what
Sammy
I'm
needs to win that
that's
Sammy
what I'm
fight.
needs to
saying. Like,
win.
so he'd probably have to beat Ilya. Ilya
Yeah,
just
Has to,
lost
but then
too. So
I mean,
what he said. What he said.
this
I
could play. This could play into what I was talking about before for Sammy. Like maybe he does lose a tournament and he loses the Royal Rumble, and finally, you know what I mean. But if they're gonna do, the point being, if they're gonna do this with Sammy and Drew, Sammy has to beat Drew. He can't. He has to beat Drew and
it's
take that title off of him. And
he's
it's
yeah,
about timing.
he's
I
had
think
high
Sammy.
profile losses. It's they're in a tough space with a tough spot with Sam. If they put with Sammy and Drew, if they put them against each other, they're in a tough spot. I don't think either one of them can really should be losing.
Yeah.
Who, Sammy and Drew?
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
if it's at WrestleMania, I think
yeah, at
Sammy should
WrestleMania,
win to win it. Sammy should win it if
Well,
it's
that's what I
at
was saying. It's all about
WrestleMania.
timing. Like
but
you can hold that title for a while.
no, but the match would be at the Royal Rumble though. Like if Sammy wins the fatal, let's say Sammy wins the tournament, the match is
Uh-huh.
at the Rumble.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, then
that's why I'm
Sammy's not.
saying like,
If it's at the Rumble, then Sammy ain't winning that shit.
somebody's gonna take him out. Yeah.
I don't think
but that's
Sammy ain't walking into the
I
Rumble as at Romania as
but
champion.
I also I don't like the idea of him losing either. I
Neither
think they
to
should, I don't know, maybe
I
Kevin Owens,
mean, if it's
I
a
don't know,
fate,
maybe not Kevin Owens, but maybe somebody comes back, something happens.
well, remember how it's planning. If it's a fatal four way, it might not be his fault he lost,
But no. The Fatal Four Way is at Saturday night's main event.
and
And
that's
then
who
whoever wins
determines.
that wrestles Drew.
I know, but I'm saying you don't want Sammy to lose.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so if you don't want Sammy to
That's
lose,
true.
that maybe at the fatal four way,
That's true.
it's not his fault, and he
That's true.
still gains
He
that.
doesn't even
He
Yeah,
doesn't
he doesn't even
need
need to
to
be involved in the finish. That's true.
exactly. So it
That's true.
might still work out for Sammy as on this path towards the championship against Drew.
That's true.
I don't know, man.
That's true, man.
There's so many picks.
We didn't
There's so many
talk
picks.
about Sammy a few times. This might finally be his year, and I think it now. I'm thinking about it more and more. What a perfect thing for like, 'cause look what he did with Gunther. That worked perfectly.
Yeah.
If his adversary, if he has to climb that Drew mountain, that shit's gonna be beautiful at
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see what happens, man. We
Yeah,
will see what happens. But right now, it's like everything is about Drew. But I have to say, I'd be remiss without mentioning this. The U.S. Open title challenge does it just it, that it always hits, man. It never fails to disappoint.
love it.
Never fails to disappoint.
I'm
And
such
I
a
love
fan
that
now.
Melo's getting that spotlight. I hope they continue. And I hope eventually he gets a world title shot. I want to see Melo. I want to see him versus Javon Evans.
Oh
That's what I
shit,
want to see.
that'd be dope.
That'll be a dope match. So,
That'd be dope.
all right. So, unless you guys got everything else, anything else?
Um,
Good.
Final
that's
thoughts?
it. That's it.
That's it, man.
Um,
All
yeah.
right. So, thank you for joining us today, everybody. Ring poppers out there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. We're going to be having a new episode this week, a very special episode where we're going to be giving you our Royal Rumble predictions.
Audition.
So we will be dropping that this week. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. So until next time, I am Machi the Ring Geek,
Kill the guillotine.
Candy the Total Heel.
and this has been Pop for This. We'll catch y'all next time.
Peace.
I
Peace.
don't know what to do with my hands.